Hey, what's going on, gearheads? Just picked up a couple new products and I want you guys to be here when I unbox them, which is I'm really excited because I've been waiting for this product, and I got this one as well, and I'm really excited on exactly how it will work with my 99 Ninja. So these are the RGB ones. So I can program these with my app, and I've already downloaded the app, which is really cool because it's got like something like, what was it, 16 million colors. It's got every single color. And let's take a look what this is. So this looks like it's the Bluetooth controller. So it gives you the instructions on how to kind of plug everything in. The Bluetooth module looks pretty plug and play. It looks pretty simple. And for this, from what I heard, everything is really high quality made. Just from the construction alone, I can tell that that's definitely the case.
Alright, gearheads, let's jump right into it. First thing I end up doing is removing my front glass off the bike. Now, your bike might not require this, but for a little extra room, it might help you out. Now, next step, you're going to see us basically running some wires here, and what we're doing is we're actually adding a switch for the constant power for the actual module. Now, this module is all plug and play, but I wanted to be able to run these lights whether the bike is running or not. So we got constant power going to a switch and then going to the actual light module. And then, of course, it has a Bluetooth controller, so that's what's being plugged in currently. Now, after you've kind of wired in your power and your ground to your switch, just give yourself enough room up front, whether it be front fairings or glass or anything like that. I think I moved those front handlebars like a million times. But basically, you're going to want to put all the wiring and all the stuff up front and then run as little wires to the back as possible. So the only real wires that we end up running was basically a ground and a power actually going from the module of the Bluetooth controller to the battery and then to the switch, so we can run it at any time we want. Now, just like my bike, you're going to probably have to move stuff out of the way. Like I said, probably front fairing or glass, or in this instance, we're actually removing these little covers that cover over the air induction. It allowed us to actually run wires underneath it because there's basically lots of room there and you don't see it after everything's covered up, so end up looking really good. So there we go, we got the actual headlights, and these things are, like I said, they're all plug and play, super simple. They just require a few modifications to be able to work in my specific application. Now, they do give a lot of extra wires for the actual headlights. I guess if you're dealing with bigger bikes or things that require a little more adjustability, you got plenty of extra wire to run if you wanted to make adjustments. Now, the one problem I first came up with was actually trying to fit the bulb through the little weather seal here. The weather seal is pretty small and pretty tight, so I actually had to make a modification, a permanent modification, unfortunately, to the actual weather stripping, because the headlight, you'll notice, it doesn't actually go in and fit in because the thickness of the rubber didn't allow it. Alright, so we got the switch all wired up. Just required us to basically put a ground, put the constant power, and you'd be good. Now, this modification I made to the headlight, you can notice that it's a little bit shorter now because the gray portion on the headlight actually is the part that needs to connect to the kind of fittings on the actual factory headlight setup. Now, I had to trim that away so that the headlight will actually fit in flush, and then once it's in there, you'll notice everything's pretty tight and well held together. Here's a closer look of basically what it looks like. You have the little plastic piece to kind of fit it all in there, and then the headlight is actually going to clip into that little plastic piece. Now, the little arm that connects over top of the factory headlight to snap it in place, we had to remove that. Now, it's a simple Phillips screw, you just kind of pop it off, but in this case, it does not fit with the fan that's on these RGB headlights, so you have to remove that little metal clip. Now, the one big tip I can give you is basically when you're putting these things in, you want to pack as much of the wiring all tight together and use as much zip ties as possible so that it all, you know, gets nice and close to the assembly. That way you don't have any wires hanging down or anything like that. But that's basically what it is, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to support the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And if you want more notifications, just ring that bell. Take care, and we'll see you in the next one.